It's been a long time since I've been on here. I think you last saw me was last year or the year before, with the green camper that we were working on. Obviously due to COVID and everything else that crap's caused, we had to sell, but we're back. New project, new start. The brief sort of background on this one, or should I say moving forward with this one, is that I'm looking at setting up on my own at some point down the line. I've restored about 4 Volkswagen T4s now. I've sort of more specialised in the chassis work, welding, treating, seam sealing, and then completely under sealing the floors. So sort of that's where I want to be. I want to be working on the sort of early Volkswagens, Mark 2s, Mark 1s, T4s, T25s, and so forth. So basically we've come back, we've managed to get some money together to buy a new project. Now, where I go with this one really depends on how well it turns out. Part of me is thinking maybe keep this one, advertise the company with it, and sell my daily. Or I sell this one, keep my daily, and get something else. So if I sell my daily, then obviously I'll go and get another one. But yeah, you know, it's going to be a little while down the line yet. We've got a bit to do. But we'll see what happens, see what the outcome is, and see how well this one turns out. A little bit about this car before I show you. So it's a 2-owner car, and it's a 1.6 non-turbo diesel. And as far as I can remember, I've never seen one. Obviously, all the other stuff you've seen, but these diesels, especially non-turbo, just haven't come across one. So it's done about 170,000. But it drives fantastic. We put a battery on it, started it up, perfect. So absolutely amazing. It still had all its original service books and the manuals and everything, which is, you know, I think, well, this is a 1987, which is fantastic. But what I'll do, I'm going to turn the phone around, show you the car, show you what's up with it, and then we can, can go from there. Any questions, feel free to ask. And here it is. It's a Mark II Golf 1987 5-door, and it's the 1.6 non-turbo diesel. It's clean under here now. I will add some pictures to this video, obviously how it was before. But I've given it a good couple of washes, obviously degreasers, and then I used good old-fashioned petrol, which brings it up lovely. So I'm really pleased with how well this has come up. It just, yeah, really clean. It needs a new rocker cover gasket. That was leaking really badly. It needs a new clutch. Clutch pedal's really high. There's tiny, if I can focus, a tiny little hole over here. So nothing too bad under here. A couple of little bits of service rust just there and down there on that leg. So nothing to cry about. It's the early type 19, so it's got obviously the earlier type grille, small bumper, and it's got the quarter light windows. Now unfortunately bodywork on this one, you'll have to excuse the silver. It has gone on the lip underneath the rubber seal, so I treated it with some rust killer, painted it, and I've had to put some sealant under it because there's a couple of holes. So that's due to get done at some point, but it didn't fail the MOT on that, so that's going to stay like that for the moment. And then I have a friend who does welding, who owns a restoration company, so me and him will take the windscreen out and we'll do that repair at a later date. So what this car found on was, as you can see, the white chalk line over here, and there's another one there, and the big one down there. So basically it needs a new seal. So I'm going to order a new repair panel, and then it failed on, as you can see here, the rear arch needs to be changed as well. So again, that's a replacement part, so I'm going to be ordering that. But then if you look inside there, it's not coming up too well, but there's a hole just there. So the inner arch has gone as well. So it's going to be 3 panels this side, a little bit of plate work down there. it's one of them. It's, you know, it's not too bad, but the good thing about these cars is that you can buy the repair panels. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. So I'm going to be ordering them soon. It's even got a tow bar on it. I mean, it's the first Mark II I've seen with a tow bar, and unfortunately the weather, I'm having to work on the mud, but I've put some boards under it, but not ideal, but we've got to start somewhere, right? It's locked up. Let me show you inside. Currently got the heater going. So what I've done in here, I've ripped all the interior out. It was leaking down here, the floor was soaking wet, and what it was the heater open up here behind this cover, which was leaking. So I've taken it off, I've resealed it, and then there's a few cables that go through the bulkhead along the top, and the rubber O-rings on them are leaking. So I'm going to get some Tiger Seal and go around all of those and just seal them. They're not on shows, they are under the gutter, but at least, you know, if I seal them, they're done. Otherwise I have to buy a new throttle cable just for that seal, which is a bit pointless. So I'm just going to seal them up for now. The matting I've taken out, it was all that horrible foam stuff over there. So once I've treated a few little areas in here, a little lick of paint, we're going to use, there's it's like a silver foil, we're going to use that. It's non-absorbent, but it's a good insulation as well. Over there on that part of the floor, you can see sort of someone's jacked up from underneath, so I'm going to heat that up, try and bend that down as best as I can. But the floor is solid, which is really good to see on this. I mean, I have had one before, and this whole area here has gone, obviously due to that common leak. Dash is all in really good nick. It's even got the original choke. If it shows up, yeah, it's just there. It's the original choke lever. Headlining is superb. Yeah, so in here, I say it's really, really good. I haven't got the keys, so let's go climbing inside. I've left the keys indoors. And I've got to do a repair there. Now with that, I'm probably going to have to lower, or the best option to tackle it is to lower the fuel tank a little bit, because the filler neck is right behind that. So yeah, I'm going to have to lower the tank and obviously do a proper repair on that. But the rest of it in here, you know, it was disgusting. I'm not going to lie, but it's just random little bits of surface rust. You know, there's nothing too structural. So it's really good to see, and it needs a lick of paint. From you can see all the scratches. So I have got the paint code. We'll be ordering a can, and obviously the bits that are on show will be getting a fresh coat. But yeah, that, you know, that's literally it. Let me try and get back out again. Oh, there we go, almost out. There we go. Yeah, the bad bits on the interior, this seat wise, the seats are warm. It would be nice to try and reupholster them to keep them as they are, but I think it's just going to be too much. So I do need to get some new seats, do need to get a wiper stalker because that's broken, and obviously it would be nice to change those wheels. And then this side of the car, I need to make that sit better. That rubber O-rings come out, but I'm going to lower the fuel tank anyway. I can rectify that while I'm at it. But pretty clean, bit of a service rust there. Again, it needs a new outer wing this side. The inner wing on this one's good, and it needs a bit of patchwork down inside there. And the MOT for some reason has circled those, but they are a natural hole there. I suppose at some point they were just covered, so I don't know, we'll look at what we can do with that. And then there's a bit of a plate work down there, so and it will need a new seal down this side as well. There's a couple of chalky areas down there, so but yeah, it's, you know, not too bad. Underneath is nice and solid. So yeah, you know, that's where we're at the moment. I'll say order the panels, get the panels on, and then see where we go from there. And then, you know, I'm probably going to go and get it. Well, probably it will just need a respray really to make it perfect. But I think for the time being, there's a dent now I need to get on that wing. I'll probably machine polish the whole thing, see how well it comes up, and then if there's any little touch-ups, I'll probably just do the touch-ups for now, and then see what it's like. You know, the plan is do I keep it or do I sell it? But at the moment, I'm not entirely too sure. I just want to see how well it comes out. This is my first, you know, my first golf I've done. I've done a few T4s. Happy with how they've turned out. Earned some good money. So let's see where we go with this. But yeah, so that's a bit of a, you know, bit of a heads up to where we're at. It's good to be back. I'm enjoying it. Get stuck on. This the stuff for me. It really helps me out mentally. I'm focused and I enjoy what I do. So, but yeah, look, I'll come back to you soon. Yeah, I'll keep you up to date with all the progress. But like I say, I hope you're well. Please hit the subscribe button. Keep in touch. Any questions, do ask. And I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. See you later.